Hey, what's up? It's Joe. Welcome to my 5 Minute Friday for July 19th. So, yeah, things on my mind this week. I guess, woke up this morning, like a lot of people did, and read the news about crowd strikes, bringing down basically the entire internet. so, I think it's a pretty big screw up. I obviously don't have any details, but I posted a little joke on LinkedIn about not pushing to production on Friday. But yeah, in all seriousness, things like this suck. I think it goes to show just how vulnerable the entire world is to things like a simple update, which, if you're in the unfortunate position of trying to fly today, I wish you the best of luck. That would really suck. I'm actually going to be flying on Monday, and I hope this issue is resolved by then and all the delays are cleared out. But yeah, this is reality. Everything's interconnected. It's it works until it doesn't, right? So I think it's an interesting one where I feel like hopefully companies will maybe review the just single points of failure like this, because this is a pretty major screw up. But anyway, other things in my mind. We had the data therapy session yesterday over at Practical Data Modeling. Had a good crowd show up. It's always fun to talk to people. I think I'm going to be doing that at least every 2 weeks, if not weekly, going forward. So, and the really cool thing I like about these sorts of things is, one, there's no agenda, there's no vendor pushing anything, and it gives practitioners a chance to talk to each other, right? I feel like all too often people feel like they're alone. They have no one to talk to. Maybe you can talk to your coworkers, but that sort of puts you in that filter bubble, right? You only know what you know. And I think, the benefits of a hive mind, or also the, sort of the downfall of a hive mind, which is if you're able to, if everyone's able to spot the same thing, you're also unable to spot things as well. So that's I think the beauty of having these sorts of, data therapy sessions is that it gives people a chance to come together and, vent, or, in some cases talk about really awesome things that are going on at their work or their jobs or whatever. And so, hope to continue those going forward. I don't believe I'll charge for them. I don't see a point in doing that. But what I do feel is this is a, part of a way that I can give back to the community and provide a forum for people to feel heard, to feel understood, and to work through problems, because data is gnarly. And, in the decades I've been in this, this racket, it feels like, technologies improve. That certainly makes life better for a lot of people. But inevitably you're dealing with organizational issues. You're dealing with people, and this is the whole crux of it. I think some of the things we talked about yesterday and things we talked about in other sessions revolve around organizational dynamics, like getting buy-in for projects and, how to work with stakeholders, how to work with people that maybe don't care about what you're doing. That's extremely common as well. It feels like data people sort of operate on their own, and the rest of the business, sometimes can't be bothered to think about, the data team or work with the data team. And this kind of goes back to, this, article I published a few weeks ago about data teams that work in enterprise land and data teams that work in product land. I think it's, if you're working at a company where data is just front and center to the product itself, these conversations just don't tend to happen because, if you don't have data, you don't have a product. That's pretty simple, right? So in these situations, data is necessary, and everybody knows that. That's not a question. But if you work in enterprise land, where again data is more of an internal facing IT function, where you're providing reports and dashboards and analysis, it's like it definitely can play second fiddle, right? I've seen data definitely, when I got into it, data was a back office function, and you were lucky to get the time of day. I mean, I was lucky, in my position that I got to sit outside the CEO's office, but he saw the power of data, and so I'd be in a lot of high profile meetings and advising this person. But that's an exception, right? That person was enlightened. But I think most data teams I've seen, and I've seen countless data teams at this point, it's a mixed bag. And so, again, these sessions allow people to, I think, get out of their bubble, get out of their comfort zone, and talk to other people. And what you realize is you're not alone. There's a lot of people are in your situation. So anyway, yeah, I'm stoked about the success of these data therapy sessions. It kind of started as a joke, actually. I think somebody mentioned that they needed a therapy, and I was actually talking to Chris Berg yesterday. He was the guy who came up with the helped spearhead the data ops movement and wrote the data ops manifesto, among a lot of other awesome things. But he, did I think an informal survey. No, it was actually a formal survey of data engineers, and he said like the majority of them actually wanted a therapist for their job, so I think that in lieu of that, these group discussions are a good way to help facilitate. Just a way of being heard, a way of being recognized, a way of discussing your problems in I think in a very candid and open environment, judgment-free. So anyway, these sessions are not recorded, by the way. They never will be. I think that's to protect the privacy and I think respect the candid nature of these discussions. If they're recorded, I think that it will ruin a lot of things. So I probably won't talk about a lot of I talk in generalities about the discussions. I'm never going to give details about it, so don't even try asking me for them. Just show up. But again, just respect the privacy of the people who are also attending this. What is discussed stays in the group. And anyway, look forward to seeing you there. Anyway, I'm going to be off on the road next week on a family trip. So to parts unknown, but I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see some pictures or stories popping up on that. But yeah, anyway, it just heads down on the book and on the course as usual. But the course is slowly wrapping up. I think you'll start seeing some announcements of that coming out in August. So yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting thing. But then the book is just ongoing. Again, hope to have it done in the fall, but this thing is a beast. Speaking tours kicks back up around September. So yeah, looking forward to just getting back to the grind. So anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.